Welcome to the Crimson Tide Connection, your home for Crimson Tide Sports. Joining me today is the head coach of the Alabama women's tennis team, Jenny Mainz. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Thanks. It's nice to be back.
It is good to be back, and welcome back to a new year of Crimson Tide Connections.
Thank you. I'm excited about it.
Well, Coach, we always say next time we're going to have some good things to talk about.
That's
and you know what? We've got some great things to talk about. Last year's team made some pretty big strides in the program's history. You won your first ever SEC championship, and you made it to the NCAA quarterfinals. Just talk about that and the season and how special that was for this program.
Well, I mean, special probably doesn't even, I mean, it's the epitome of the season, but I'm not even sure that kind of gives it the worthiness of all the years and all the players that have had such an impact. It was fun to see the team finish some things, and you know, I mean, it was a very rewarding season. I think it was a compilation of all the years and all the players that contributed, and I'm always very mindful to add that because I don't think anything happens overnight, and nothing's by accident. I think there's a plan and a you know, method to the madness pretty much every day, and I think all the players that have had a part of this Crimson Tide program from the beginning, before I was here and onward, they've played with a lot of passion. They've contributed a lot. I think it's very special to be part of the Crimson Tide. It's a winning culture. It's a championship culture that it's contagious. And I think all the other sports have most assuredly rubbed off on women's tennis. And I thank all the coaches and all the student athletes and programs for that, because Alabama, that's what I think it's all about. But specifically with our team, it was an incredible run, and I really felt like we had our chances to continue. We lost in the Elite Eight, as you mentioned. It was a historical year in so many aspects. I mean, beating Florida for the first time, achieving a #2 ranking, going into the NCAA's 2 in the country, you know, picking off 5 top 10 teams. I mean, it kind of on and on, but you know, it's just, we've got to continue working and building. You know, it was great, it was awesome and all those things, but now we're back to 0-0, and here we go, put our heads down and get to work.
Well, Coach, along with that SEC championship, you also won a national championship.
Yes.
Maya Jansen and Aaron Ratliff won the program's first national championship, taking the doubles title in Athens, Georgia, in commanding fashion. Talk about the season they had together and what went into putting those two together.
Well, I mean, we always thought they would be a great combination. The tricky part of it is finding 3 really good combinations so that we can earn the doubles point. So Maya and Aaron are very good friends. They have great chemistry. They get along well. They're almost like sisters. They'll even kind of bicker a little bit and have fun together. But the dynamics were certainly there, and then they play very aggressively. So much so that, I mean, it's just, I mean, they're authoritative, they're powerful, they just got better and better and better as the season went on. And it's funny because we tried a lot of different doubles combinations, but we always knew that could be a strong possibility if we could make the other 2 teams work. And through time, that ended up kind of coming to fruition. But Maya and Aaron were the best team in the country, and I'm not biased in saying that. I mean, clearly they finished,
won the national championship.
Yeah, they lost 13 points in the championship match and made NCAA history. But they just evolved. They got better as the season went on. They played with more confidence. They were more focused. We had a good game plan going into the NCAA championships. We'd seen that team, the Georgia team, 3 times, and had beaten them the 2 previous times. But they just played with so much confidence, so much authority. I truly believe they enjoy playing, as again, they're good friends, but they complement each other well, and they're just an explosive team, and we look for big things down the road from them. They're a good team.
As you said, the best thing about those 2 as well is they're coming back.
They're coming back.
Do you keep those 2 together? Or?
Well, I guess I'd be a fool if I sat here and said no, but again, you know, we always have to make the decisions that are in the best interest of the team. So, you know, sitting here right now, I hope so, and that's the plan, but of course we have to do whatever's best for Alabama, and so we've got to be able to find, you know, 2 other strong combinations that can win at 2 and 3. obviously they would play number one. But this fall they will play together. They're going to play All-Americans together. They've gotten into the main draw there, obviously seeded one and finishing one in the country. So I believe that they'll get a lot of really good matches under their belt this fall, and then we'll be testing other doubles teams. So we'll see down the road, but I hope so.
Well, Coach, congratulations on a great season last season, and I know you're excited, and I can't wait to see what this Alabama women's tennis team is going to do this year.
Thank you. I'm excited too. I think it's going to be fun.
For head coach Jenny Mainz, I'm Christopher England, and that's it for this edition of the Crimson Tide Connection.